blood-brain barrier. It's such a tongue twister. What's the blood-brain barrier and what does it have to do with your medications? That is a question that y'all have been asking me in the comments, so we're going to tackle it today. Okay, your brain has a lot of blood vessels, right? And there is a layer of lining in your blood vessels that is called the blood-brain barrier. The job of the blood-brain barrier is to protect your brain. It keeps the environment safe from other stuff that's floating around in your bloodstream, like viruses, bacteria. But that doesn't mean that nothing at all can get through. It's only that certain things usually can't get through. Think of it like a cheesecloth. A lot of stuff can get through that cheesecloth, but some stuff can't. The challenge is that we actually need some medications to work in your brain. We want them to be able to enter and to interact with the thing that they're supposed to interact with. But because the blood-brain barrier is so about that life and so protective, it keeps out a lot of things that it considers foreign objects, like medications, for example. In order to cross the blood-brain barrier easily, that drug molecule needs to be quite small, and it needs to dissolve in fat because that is a part of what the blood-brain barrier is made up of. But if they don't fall into either of those buckets, they are going to need help to cross the blood-brain barrier. And that's where researchers and scientists have to get really creative when they are developing drugs, because if that drug does not meet the specifications that would allow it to pass through the blood-brain barrier, they have to create these special systems that can help it like slip through. So some examples of drug classes that actually can pass through the blood-brain barrier: mental health medications like antidepressants, antipsychotics, drugs that are used for anesthesia, benzos, seizure medications or antiepileptics, Tylenol and most NSAIDs can also pass through the blood-brain barrier. It's worth noting that drugs that do pass through, that means they can also cause side effects in your central nervous system. So like, for example, we talked about how Benadryl passes through the blood-brain barrier and also connects with histamine receptors there, and that's how it causes drowsiness, whereas the second generation antihistamines do not cause that same level of drowsiness. Like, you have to anticipate that additional types of side effects might also be possible. Also, alcohol and caffeine cross the blood-brain barrier. Should come as no surprise when you think about it, right? So as always, thank you, science.